But the game, exciting as it may be, is only the climax of a big weekend.
Man, ain't no big deal.
Homecoming continues from the University of Missouri Columbia.
How do you start a tradition? You start with an idea.
Homecoming is part of your heritage as a proud Missouri alum.
You invite the alumni home. You call it homecoming. 112 years ago, Chester Brewer gave the alumni one simple request: come home. And since the first celebration in 1911, we always find our way back home, where we bleed black and gold on game days in the fall, and where we cheer for Old Mizzou all year long. Where 6 columns stand today, they will stand for another 1,000 years. Where we host the largest student-run blood drive in the nation and the finest parade celebration. So Tigers, come home. Back home to where it all started. The home of the first homecoming in the nation. The finest homecoming in the nation. Welcome home, Tigers. Welcome to the first and finest.
Welcome, everyone, to the 112th Mizzou Homecoming Parade. We are so glad to have you here on the live stream. I'm Emily Spain with KOMU 8 News, the NBC affiliate here in Columbia, Missouri.
And KOMU, well represented. I'm Emily's co-worker. She's the evening anchor, and I'm the chief meteorologist. So good to have all of you with us. Not only do we work here, we're proud alumni of the University of Missouri.
Yes, yes. And we're loving that we have another live stream to host this year and to get to see where everybody's from. So please join us in the comments. I'm already seeing people sound off here about where they're from. We have people joining us from Maryland, Florida, Union, Missouri, Iowa, Illinois. So we're loving to see that. Please interact with us today. We love to hear what you love about Mizzou. And so we'll be asking you questions throughout this live stream as well. So viewers can also enter the live stream giveaway for a chance to win a pair of custom Mizzou Nikes. Very cool. So click the link in the pinned comment of this stream, or you can visit mizzou.us/livestreams to enter. Pretty cool.
That sounds exciting. I'm jealous I can't enter. The parade has grown over the last century. It's wonderful to see it return this year, larger than ever. That's always the goal. The sub-theme of this year with the floats is children's books.
I know. It's really fun to see the different children's books. It'll be kind of nostalgic to go down memory lane with the different floats and the things that the students came up with this year, so I'm excited to see that. The crowd is starting to fill in here.
Yeah, it is. Starting to get louder. The energy's building. We're broadcasting from a great position here on our beautiful campus in front of the Mizzou store in the MU Student Center, but there are plenty of great vantage points all throughout downtown Columbia.
Yes, and if you don't prefer those verbal descriptions, there is a map available for you online at mizzou.com/homecoming for a bunch of information. We also have, returning this year, a sensory-friendly area. If you're looking for a quieter place to enjoy the festivities, it's at the very end of the parade, which is located on 5th Street.
Parade entries will be smiling, waving, and passing out candy, but they'll be turning down their music and lights in that section. Again, that will be along 5th Street portion of the parade at the very end of the route. So keep that in mind if you're still looking for a place to set up. Now, last that we've heard, I think we're about 150 entries into the parade this morning, so a significant number of entrants. That includes 10 high school marching bands from all across mid-Missouri. We're excited to see them all here, and kudos to them for all of their hard work. Prep for those performances is not easy. We should be seeing the first parade entries coming down the road in just a few moments, but while we wait, we'd like to welcome Mizzou Alumni Association Executive Director Todd McCubbin. Todd, welcome and happy homecoming. You're down there with Emily.
Joining me now is Todd McCubbin, Executive Director of the Alumni Association. So glad to see you on this sunny Saturday.
Beautiful day. Happy homecoming.
Okay, the parade is almost near, but what's special this year, real fast?
I love the first and finest theme. I think that says it all in terms of what we do here. We were the first in 1911 to really start the homecoming tradition, and we do it better than anybody else. Mizzou homecoming's better than anybody else. It's going to be an awesome day.
Yes, sir. So there's a special homecoming story about this 112th year. What can you share about that?
Yeah, so we started in 1911 with the opportunity for actually right across the street here, Rollins Field. Chester Brewer invited all of our alums to come home for that big game versus Kansas. 9,000 people packed Rollins Field, and it's been a tradition ever since. And so it's been something that we just understand. It's part of our blood. It's part of what we do as Tigers.
Okay, Todd, thank you so much. We can hear the parade approaching. So, Matt, tell us who's kicking off the parade today.
Yeah, starting us off, kicking off this tradition unlike any other, please welcome the University of Missouri Police Department as they lead off Missouri's 112th homecoming, the first and finest. Behind them, we have the Mizzou Joint Service ROTC Color Guard presenting the colors of our nation's flag. They are United States Army, Navy, Marines, Air Force, and Space Force branches, commanded today by MU student cadet Silas Brown. We also have a collection of bagpipers coming our way as well as we kick things off this morning. Let's go ahead and listen into them. Here comes everyone's favorite Tiger, Truman the Tiger, and your Mizzou cheerleaders. The cheerleaders are under the direction of Cynthia Metz.
Truman Tiger, definitely a favorite around my house, that's for sure.
Yeah, and all the decorations, of course, throughout downtown. We have this wonderful tradition of decorating the district, and you can see him painted throughout downtown Columbia with all kinds of children's books in mind.
He transformed into a lot of books this year, and following the Mizzou cheerleaders, a fan favorite. Happy homecoming, Tiger fans, from Marching Mizzou. Coming up next year, Dr. Amy Knops, the Director of Athletic Bands, Dr. Christian Noon, Assistant Director of Bands, Dr. Pete Zambito, Assistant Director of Athletic Bands. MU Healthcare today proudly presents Marching Mizzou. The band is celebrating 138 years of tradition and is known as the Big M of the Midwest. Marching Mizzou is proud to help lead the parade, just as they did, Matt, in New York City last year. So
probably,
exciting.
Honestly, one of the proudest moments to be a Tiger, to see
know.
Marching Mizzou right there on NBC with Hoda and Savannah and Al. A very cool moment. Our Kesley Cabellis, one of our coworkers, our meteorologist, was with Marching Mizzou.
Okay, here comes Marching Mizzou. Let's listen.
We should also mention, leading Marching Mizzou off, the Mizzou Golden Girls, directed by Kayla Timberlake. our thank you to Marching Mizzou for their wonderful performance, as always. The energy always infectious when they play, Emily.
Yes, a beautiful sea of black and gold, that's for sure.
Up next, presenting the homecoming banner, we have the 2023 Homecoming Steering Committee, driven today by the Boone County Fire Protection District. These 36 outstanding student leaders have worked for the past 8 months to plan the grand tradition of Mizzou homecoming.
Yeah, all the students work very hard on this event. They put on various things to help the community, whether that's the Tiger Food Fight. And in this year's drive, they raised a record-breaking 132,597 pounds of food collected this year. So pretty cool. And all of that supports the Food Bank for Central and Northeast Missouri, which is the parent organization for Tiger Pantry. That's the student-run pantry on campus. So thanks for all they do to put on this amazing event.
Incredible work.
Boone County Fire Protection District also here. You know, Missouri Task Force 1 spends a lot of time responding to various natural disasters and other things across our country. So very thankful for
the
them.
wildfire in Hawaii. The amount of emergencies that they respond to is truly incredible. They do amazing work, so we thank them for their service to us here in Boone County and everyone across the country.
Yeah, they still have members on this search and rescue team that served and responded to 9/11.
Wow.
So you've got folks that have given many years of their life to be there for others in need, and so really special that this is right here in our community.
Up next, we have the 2022 Homecoming King and Queen, Jeremiah Jordan and Megan Sharmato.
Following them, we have the homecoming royalty candidates for this year, Tabitha Crane and Daniel Darchie. Tabitha is sponsored by Kappa Kappa Gamma, and Daniel is sponsored by Missouri Students Association. A big congrats to Tabitha and Daniel.
And behind them, we have homecoming royalty candidates, Alana Hayes and Christian Hall. Alana is sponsored by the National Panhellenic Council. Christian is sponsored by Sigma Pi Epsilon. Congratulations to Alana and Christian.
Following them, another round of homecoming royalty here, looking lovely this morning. Josie Johnson and Steve Klum. Josie, sponsored by Marching Mizzou. Stephen is sponsored by the Alumni Association Student Board. Congrats to Josie and Stephen.
Behind them, we have royalty candidates Ellie Smith and Jaden Reyes. Ellie is sponsored by Engineering Student Council. Jaden is sponsored by Sigma Pi Epsilon. Congratulations to them.
Here comes some more homecoming royalty candidates, Reagan Swatchish and Sam Varnon. Reagan is sponsored by the American Sign Language Club. Sam is sponsored by the Mizzou Tour Team. Congrats, Reagan and Sam.
The Missouri Hall of Fame honors Tigers who inspire us to do and be more. The select honor is for those who have had exceptional success in their field and who highlight the depth of our university's educational strengths and worldwide impact. With us today is Sarah Parker Pauley, one of this year's 3 incredible honorees. Sarah is a 1987 graduate of the Missouri School of Journalism and 1993 graduate of the School of Law, and the first ever female director of the Missouri Department of Conservation. All 3 of our honorees were inducted at a ceremony yesterday held at the Reynolds Alumni Center. We congratulate Sarah on this honor, and we'll be introducing our other 2 inductees throughout today's broadcast.
And please welcome now Mindy Mazer, president of the Mizzou Alumni Association Board of Directors. Mindy leads the Alumni Association Board of Directors as the voice for more than 360,000 graduates worldwide. Wow. Mindy is a graduate of the College of Arts and Science and lives in St. Louis. Her husband, Jeff, very fitting, also a Mizzou grad, and future Tigers, Eliza and Melody, join her today.
Following the board president representing the Mizzou Alumni Association, we have past and present members of the board of directors and their families. These individuals represent more than 6,000 volunteers and nearly 30,000 members committed to making Mizzou stronger. The Alumni Association is responsible for homecoming activities and hopes all Tigers enjoy MU's hallmark tradition, M-I-Z.
Z-O-U. The Mizzou family is so big. You can't go anywhere without seeing some sort of Tiger hat.
You know, wearing a Mizzou sweatshirt in an airport, you always get an MIC out of
You're
someone.
always welcomed. This car coming by says, "We still hate Kansas." Amen. I love it. We're continuing here. Members of the board of directors and past presidents and their families. Coming up next, the William T. Kemper Fellowships for Teaching Excellence were established in 1991 to honor outstanding teachers at the University of Missouri. And each spring, a class of 5 outstanding teachers at MU are named Kemper Fellows. The award recognizes the important role of teaching in higher ed and enhances the visibility of teaching at Mizzou by recognizing the accomplishments of these exceptional teachers. The Kemper Fellowship also comes with a $15,000 stipend this year. The 2023 Kemper Fellows are Christopher Josie, Leanne Lowry, Lee Mannion, David Mitchell, and Beth Whitaker. So big congrats to them and recognizing their excellence in teaching here at Mizzou. Obviously what this place is all about.
So proud of all of them. Up next, we have the Mizzou Letter Winners Club. It is home for all Mizzou letter winners and exists to create, maintain, and embrace a spirit of loyalty and pride for Mizzou athletics. Central to the mission of Mizzou athletics is ensuring a student-athlete experience for all Mizzou letter winners, past and present. The Mizzou Letter Winners Club reunites former Mizzou varsity student-athletes in the spirit of fellowship and cooperation for the purpose of building on the tradition of excellence and providing financial support to assist Mizzou athletics and creating one of the premier student-athlete experiences in the country.
And I think it speaks to the importance of Mizzou to these students, because look at this crowd that they brought out. Another sea of black and gold here for our student athletes and student letter winners club. So very cool to see them all out here today represented.
Looks like we've got some of the kiddos getting quite a bit of candy too. Always a good sight from a parade.
Their parents are thrilled, I'm sure.
You know, we've got Halloween coming up.
Yes.
All the fun things, all the fun times of the year.
Let's check in with our live stream and see where some people are watching from. Casey Moe, hello from Columbia to Kansas City, Webb City, Missouri as well. Texas watching, Leawood, Overland Park, Kansas as well.
Up next, we have the University of Missouri men's basketball team. Let's give a warm welcome to them. Accompanying our student athletes is our Witten family head men's basketball coach, Dennis Gates. The basketball season is rapidly approaching and they need our support. You can catch men's basketball on the hardwood for the first game of the season on November 6th. Single game and season tickets are on sale now.
And they have an interactive float in the parade today where they're letting the crowd shoot baskets. How fun is that?
That's impressive.
I like this. I'm not going to try, though.
No.
I would be airball all the way.
I'm not so great at sports, so better for me to stay here.
Go sports.
Yeah.
Go sports.
But I should mention that our sports director over at KOMU, Ben Arnett, hosts a Mizzou-centric show about all Mizzou sports, but of course specifically highlighting football and basketball. You can stream that anywhere.
Mizzou
so
Extra.
You can watch that on KOMU.com. Look for Mizzou Extra with an X, not an E.
And please welcome the MU women's tennis team and their coaches, head coach Bianca Taratti, associate head coach Brian Ward, and assistant coach Carson Gates. Team members May Caneti and Ina Caneti from California, Andrea Artimed from Italy, Emily Schwarty from Germany, Gabriela Martinez from Spain, Romari Cardenas from Mexico, Sophia McClellan from St. Louis Mo, Team Car, 1928 Model A Ford, driven by Jim Elliott. So cool. And May Caneti participated in the All-American Championships and won her first round. Go Mizzou Tennis. I tried my best on the names. I really did.
The Mizzou Black Alumni Network rallies Black alumni to connect with one another in support of Mizzou. The pride that pushes the Mizzou family forward is exceptionally bright, and each of the honorees created by the Trailblazer Awards. This year's honorees are Jackie Coleman, Kia Bro, and Maya Hayes. Welcome home, Tigers.
And now we've got a band coming up. You can see that guitar there in action. Please welcome the Bowline Brothers, featuring 2 Mizzou graduates. This band from Kansas City brings their unique sound and Tiger spirit to every performance. Let's listen in. They have monthly shows at Harpo's in Columbia, so be sure to check them out. How fun is that? Well, coming up next is this year's Homecoming Parade sponsor, Equipment Share, founded and headquartered right here in Columbia, Missouri. Equipment Share is a nationwide construction technology and equipment solutions provider. Together with its more than 4,500 team members and thousands of customers, Equipment Share is building the future.
And you can see Truman there in a construction vest.
And a tiger driving that digger right there, as my 2-year-old would call it.
Here is an alumni crowd favorite with their famous kettle corn, the Bates County Mizzou Club. This alumni chapter takes pride in defending our western border from Jayhawks and always shows up in full force for homecoming. Welcome home, Bates County Tigers.
That is a favorite. I can smell it now, just thinking about it.
And they're throwing it into the crowd, too.
People cheering for a morning snack here.
It's always a good time for some kettle corn.
Yes. Can't go wrong with that. Checking in on our live stream here, we have someone joining us from NYC. George, were you able to see Marching Mizzou last year in the Macy's Day Thanksgiving Parade? I gotta know. We also have folks joining us from Farmington, Missouri, Southeast Texas, McKinney, Texas. A lot of Texas folks on here.
I saw someone from Indiana a short time ago. It always amazes me how much reach this has. We have 745 people viewing right now.
Yeah, I love it.
Incredible. Thank you all for joining us.
Okay, and I gotta know, to our viewers, what is your favorite Mizzou tradition? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see what everyone has to say. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say.
Racing by us now are engineering students represented by the Mizzou Racing, the University of Missouri's Formula SAE team. The Formula SAE team is a student competition team that designs, manufactures, and competes in an open-wheel Formula-style race car each year. Car 18 placed 17th out of 120 this past summer.
Wow. Well, you can definitely hear them coming. Next, the Bratton School of Irish Dance, located here in Columbia, Missouri. When they aren't doing a jig, they're rooting on the Mizzou Tigers, of course.
And here they come.
And here they come, showing off their moves.
Someone says partying at Willie's after the game is one of their traditions.
Hey.
Lots of people saying house decks
That's
as
a good
well.
one.
Mine, riding the tiger, famous tradition.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm
next
supposed to
year-
admit that.
Coming up next year, the Legion of Black Collegians, also known as LBC, was originally founded in 1968 to recognize and amplify black voices at Mizzou and in the Columbia community. LBC has the distinction of being the first black student government and is the nation's only black student government. This year's Legion of Black Collegians is led by President Igosa Owen and Vice President DeMontre Yancey. LBC celebrates homecoming festivities with a royalty court as well and other activities that celebrate the black community. So big welcome to them here this morning. Let's see a few more of our traditions here. Senior send-off, that is a fun one.
That is a fun one. The most expensive beer you'll ever pay for.
Exactly. The most expensive free beer.
Up next, we have the Theta Express, the leading ladies of Kappa Alpha Theta, and the hardworking gentlemen of Theta Chi present to you the first and finest floats of the 2023 Mizzou Homecoming Parade. This float brings to life the classic childhood story of Thomas the Tank Engine.
I love the steam
as
coming
they
out the top.
embark on a journey through Columbia with his good friends and conductor, of course, Truman the Tiger.
Cool. Well, while we have a moment, let's introduce another member of the 2023 Mizzou Hall of Fame class. Created in 2016, the Mizzou Hall of Fame honors high-achieving alumni who have exhibited excellence in their chosen field. Margaret Holt was the standards editor for the Chicago Tribune, built a renowned career in journalism for over 50 years before retiring in 2022. She's recognized as a pioneer and expert in reader engagement, diversity, and ethics. Her accuracy program became a model for the journalism industry. Journalism, of course, near and dear to my heart. Congratulations to Margaret on this incredible honor. And I have to step on your feet here, Matt, because I got to introduce my alumni, Rockbridge High School, Bruins here, their band. Let's listen into the band now. Rockbridge High, Rockbridge Low, Rockbridge rocks, wherever they go. Okay, Matt? I'm a proud Bruin. So fun to see the green and gold. You know, all three high schools have gold as one of their colors in Columbia.
Okay.
Hickman is purple and gold. Battle is blue, navy, and gold. And Rockbridge is yellow and gold. So they fit in well with the Mizzou and gold theme.
And such a impressive sized marching band. Up next, we have the First Baptist Church of Columbia. The First Baptist Church is celebrating 200 years as part of the Columbia community.
really want to quickly remind folks joining us on the live stream that there is a pinned comment for a chance to win a pair of custom Mizzou Nike shoes. So make sure you go find that comment and check in today.
Looks like the First Baptist Church has Donald Duck on the floats this morning.
Got some people from the East Coast joining us this morning. We've got, I love this. One comment says, love the upside down Gamecock on the float, watching from Gamecock country in Columbia, South Carolina, MIZ. Nikki, make sure you wear some black and gold today. Thanks for joining us. We've got Colorado, Morrisville, North Carolina. I saw my sister check in here. She's watching from Maryland, also a proud Mizzou alum. So fun to see.
And if I remember right, last year we had different alumni association networks that were popping up saying, hey, come to our watch party at this place.
Oh, yeah,
we're
I love
in
that.
this city or this state. So it was really cool to see that organized under the Facebook comments last year.
Yes.
Up next, we have the Columbia Fire Department. They are proud to protect and support the University of Missouri and the city of Columbia. Go Tigers!
Someone asked, did Hickman already go by yet? Marla, no, we have not seen Hickman yet. We have seen Rockbridge so far this morning of our local high schools as well.
And I believe we have 10 marching bands, so just plenty.
My favorite part of a parade.
Of course.
Yes.
Behind the fire department, we'll have the Mizzou tour team. Mizzou's tour team is a student-run organization responsible for all of campus tours to incoming and prospective students. They consist of 100 student leaders from all parts of campus who are passionate about bringing new faces and prospective students to our community. Mizzou Tour Team was founded in 1983 and operates out of Jesse Hall and Reynolds Alumni Center. They are currently hiring. If you catch them walking backwards through campus, rain or shine, make sure to say hello.
And they're showing off their skills now. You see them all walking backwards.
Which is not
through this
easy.
parade. It is not. It's impressive. It's a skill, I would say. So I love that they're doing that in the parade. That's awesome. Okay, watch Kappa Delta, Kappa Alpha, Kappa Sigma, and Sigma Tau Gamma bring you a life-size version of Blue, the rainbow fish. I love this story. In this story, Blue and his newfound friends are swimming through the deep seas to find the lost city of Columbia for Mizzou homecoming. Truman and the underwater creatures weave through the columns, spreading kindness and sharing Blue's rainbow scales with all. They race down Rollins Street to Faroe Field, reminding everyone of Mizzou's first and finest traditions. With the Tigers taking on the Gamecocks, Truman and Rainbow Fish's crew hurry down to get a good view. The crowd says ZOU and cheers on the team. Oh, they got bubbles.
They've got bubbles and cutout fish.
I love it.
Up next, we have Daniel Boone Regional Library on the bike. They are striving to be the heart of our community, connecting every person to opportunities for a lifetime of discovery, learning, and joy. The library book bike travels to various community events in Boone and Callaway County, like this parade, and of course the library card is free. So
Yes,
so
I
many
love the
opportunities
library.
with the
I'm
library.
a big fan of the library. So are my kids. So great. We have a great one in Columbia, too. Coming up next, Columbia Acro and Tumbling Team is a local acrobatic gymnastics team located in Columbia, Missouri. The sport of acro is a discipline of gymnastics that combines acrobatic moves, dance, and tumbling skills while instilling trust and teamwork in each partnership. The Columbia Acro and Tumbling Team offers classes for boys and girls ages 5 and up. They offer both competitive and recreational classes, and the competitive team competes at the local, regional, and national level. Be sure to check them out on Facebook. You're getting a little preview here of some of the skills they've got.
Yeah, they were doing that, the dirty dancing where he
Oh,
holds
yeah.
her up. I would fall.
Yeah, my body doesn't bend that way.
Following them, we have MU Healthcare's Employee Resource Group in collaboration with the Office of Belonging and Community Impact. And following them, we have the lovely ladies of Alpha Kappa Alpha and Delta Tau Omega. They are here to represent in their pink and green. Alpha Kappa Alpha is a National Panhellenic Council sorority. Their mission is to cultivate and encourage high scholastics and ethical standards, promote unity and friendship among college women, study and help alleviate problems connecting girls and women in order to improve their social stature, maintain a progressive interest in college life, and to be of service to all mankind.
I think they have the best colors of any sorority, that pink and green. Coming up next, this is Festus High School and their band located in Festus, Missouri. Let's listen.
That was the Festus High School marching band from Festus, Missouri. Just have to say, someone jumping on the live stream, they're watching from Cape Town, South Africa.
Wow.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah. It's so fun to see where everybody's from.
Next up is the Central Missouri chapter of the Lynx Incorporated. The Lynx Incorporated was founded on November 9th, 1946 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania by Margaret Russell Hawkins and Sarah Strickland Scott.
Now presenting Delta Upsilon and Gamma Phi Beta. Their float depicts the children's book Where the Wild Things Are, another favorite. And they have our very own Truman the Tiger riding along with the main characters in the book. The storyline of this classic book follows the adventures of a little boy named Max. After dressing as a wolf and causing havoc around his household, Max gets sent to his bedroom by his mom. And in his bedroom, Max's imagination leads him into a mysterious island inhabited by mythical monsters called the Wild Things. The members of these two chapters have been working very hard to bring it to life. You see Max, Truman, and the Wild Things.
Here's the League of Women Voters for Columbia, Missouri. Boone County roars in support of the Mizzou Tigers and works tirelessly to ensure that all citizens can vote, be informed, and actively participate in their government. Any person 16 years or older may join the League of Women Voters. Go Tigers.
Following up right behind them, the Missouri Students Association is the recognized undergraduate student government at the University of Missouri. They represent students at MU and are committed to sharing their interests and advocating for issues students face. MSA provides students with many opportunities to explore campus and make the most of their experience at the University of Missouri.
Behind them, we have Miss Grand Missouri 2023, Rachel Ringenberg. She is a two-time Missouri alumna with degrees in nutritional sciences and public health. She represented the state of Missouri at the Miss Grand USA competition in August, using her platform to advocate for healthcare reform and LGBTQ+ healthcare equity. Rachel has volunteered and fundraised for organizations like NAMI St. Louis and the American Cancer Society, and currently serves as the advisor for her sorority Phi Mu.
The Alumni Association Student Board is coming up right behind her. It's a group of around 50 Mizzou students who serve as liaisons between the students of Mizzou and the Mizzou Alumni Association. They serve as the tradition keepers throughout the year by implementing some of Mizzou's largest traditions. You guys have reminded us of some of them already: Tiger Walk, Senior Send-Off, and Mizzou 18 and 39.
Following them, we have the Roseburg family.
Rosberg
family, excuse me, riding on a classic 1962 International Lodestar fire truck. This truck was with the first fire department. They would also like to highlight some family members. Lyle Rosberg, the first Rosberg to graduate from Mizzou in 1991. Andrew Rosberg, the first Rosberg to play MU basketball in 2011, winning a Big 12 championship. And Ryan Rosberg, the first family member to play MU basketball in the SEC.
Next up, this is Zeta Tau Alpha, Sigma Phi Epsilon, Sigma Chi, and Alpha Sigma Phi. Their theme is the little engine that could. The little engine was traveling through the Mizzou campus when he noticed the football players stranded by the columns. He picked them up and off they went to Faroe Field. On their way, the little engine broke down and left the players stranded until Truman came along and saved them. On the float, you can see Truman pulling the little engine up the hill, saying, "I think I can. I think I can." And
Always
of course
a
he
classic
could. He was
favorite.
Truman. Let's introduce now our final Hall of Fame honoree for this year, Roger Riney. Founded Scott Trade Inc. in 1980 to compete in the new business of discount stock brokerage. Under his leadership, the firm expanded to 3 million client accounts and 170 billion in assets under management, with over 500 branches in 48 states.
And up next, we have the Hickman High School Band. Hickman High School is located right here in Columbia, Missouri. Let's listen in. A great performance from the Hickman High School Marching Band. A few more people chiming in. Someone watching from Baghdad, Iraq.
Wow. A global audience today.
A global audience. Just goes to show
Welcome.
you how deep that Mizzou connection runs.
Yeah. Okay, I got another Mizzou question for our live stream. What was your favorite class or favorite professor?
Ooh, good question.
Yeah, I feel like everyone has that mentor or that one class that will always stick with them. That
Yeah.
meant a lot to them. So I want to hear what people have to say for that.
The Office of Financial Success, or OFS, is a student money management center with the vision to develop and grow financially capable Mizzou graduates prepared to change the world. They provide personal finance literacy resources and opportunities to MU students in an inclusive, acceptable, and nurturing environment, helping to reduce financial stress and empowering financial well-being. Students can find workshops and events in MU Engage or sign up for one-on-one meetings with their highly trained peer financial coaches in MU Connect.
Coming up behind them, Down Syndrome Innovations was founded in 1984 and is now recognized as one of the leading Down syndrome organizations organizations in the world. Powered by a visionary team and generous community, the organization has dreamed big. Down Syndrome Innovations provides services to all ages at their state-of-the-art lifelong learning campus. The vision of the organization is to serve as the expert resource and lead community mobilizer, sharing knowledge and creating solutions for people with Down syndrome.
And we might recognize some of these faces coming up behind them.
Who are these people?
KOMU 8 is Mid-Missouri's NBC and CW affiliate, proudly owned by the University of Missouri and educating the next generation of broadcast journalists at the world-renowned Missouri School of Journalism. Joining KOMU 8 this morning are members of the award-winning News and First Alert Weather Team. KOMU 8 News provides you local news, weather, and sports coverage that you can count on.
There they
See
are.
some of our co-workers, Ben Arnett down there, Jordan Berger,
Sarah
Kesley
Moyers.
Cabellis, Sarah Moyers.
Yep, got our morning team out there. They're used to being up this early.
Yeah,
Me
unlike
and you were
us.
like, where's the coffee? We work nights, so.
We do.
All right, coming up next, Central Missouri Foster Care and Adoption Association is a one-stop shop for foster, adoptive, and kinship families. All of their services are free to the families they serve, and you can learn more about them at mofosteradopt.com. We got another child book float coming up. It looks like Arthur.
Delta, 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 and Phi Delta Theta are proud to celebrate the first and finest homecoming at the University of Missouri. Their float today is a tribute to two beloved icons, Arthur as well as the University of Missouri. As you look ahead, you'll see a massive deck symbolizing the foundation of knowledge and learning found in Arthur and at our beloved university. Atop the desk is an enormous open book. It comes to life with scenes that bridge the worlds of Arthur and Mizzou. In the first scene, Arthur takes a remarkable journey walking around the globe, embodying the spirit of discovery that defines Mizzou's pursuit of excellence. In the second scene, you'll witness characters from Arthur gathering with the majestic Jesse Hall and iconic columns, showcasing the respectful and inclusive community that is the heart of our university. So as they roll down the parade route, remember that together we create stories at Mizzou that come to life just like the pages of this giant open book. I love that.
I love that. Creating stories together. We sure have. Next up is Mizzou Club Quad Ball. It's a full contact gender inclusive sport that is played across the U.S. and worldwide. Mizzou Club Quad Ball is ranked in the top 10 collegiate teams in the nation. And they're looking forward to competing in their national qualifying tournament in Illinois, November 18th and 19th, where they'll compete against 11 other teams, including the University of Michigan and Creighton University. So good luck to them.
Good luck to them. Do you know someone who would be an excellent Tiger? Maybe a student that's just starting high school? Help us share Mizzou's story by completing the Refer a Tiger form online. The Office of Admissions will follow up with relevant recruitment materials and more. You can refer prospective students at mizzou.com/Future Tiger.
Okay, real quick, I want to see who some of the favorite professors are. I think I saw Dr. Anne-Marie Foley. She's wonderful. I had her as well. Let's see what else. Dr. Pickard and staff music. Yes. For me, it was, of course, my journalism professors, the late Dr. Kent Collins and Greeley Kyle as well was one of my favorite professors. So keep telling us your faves.
Adventure Club is the College of Education and Human Development's before and after school program located at the Columbia Public School Elementary System. Adventure Club provides hands-on educational and recreational activities in a safe and enriching environment.
Do you have a favorite professor or class that you took for our next band?
Well, he doesn't teach as much anymore, but Dr. Patrick Market with the meteorology department, by far the smartest man that I know.
You do a lot of science and math things.
We do.
In your meteorology world.
But outside of meteorology, I took a class on how to use all of the Adobe products, and it was a project-based class.
That's
it was
very
called
useful.
Introduction to Digital Media. And it was just a really fun class.
Yeah, and very useful.
And acting for non-majors.
Very cool. All right, I hear another band making its way down here. This is New Haven High School Band joining us from New Haven, Missouri, in their green. While they make their way down here, I'm going to read off a few more of these favorite teachers. Mac Jones, who taught Shakespeare. Anthony Evans, people joining us from Texas.
Oh, someone's shouting out Professor Linda Sowers in Kaffner. I also took one of her classes. She was a wonderful professor. And here comes that New Haven marching band. As they get closer, let's listen in.
Here comes the folks that work the Ellis Fischel Mobile Mammogram Van, part of the MU Healthcare team. October, of course, is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And in addition to advanced treatments and research, the team at Ellis Fischel focuses on prevention and early detection to defeat breast cancer.
Following them, Mizzou student media, just like the corduroy bear, looking for his lost button. Its outlets KCOU, the Maneater, and the MSM Podcast Network are always on the hunt to tell the next story that matters to the MU community. You can read their work at kcou.fm or themaneater.com.
The American Foundation for Suicide Prevention is here, dedicated to saving lives and bringing hope to those affected by suicide. Got a very colorful and neat float there joining us. AFSP creates a culture that's smart about mental health through education and community programs, develops suicide prevention through research and advocacy, and provides support for those affected by suicide.
Authority Gymnastics is passionate about molding young athletes and strives to encourage and empower gymnasts to be the very best they can be. Through their premium gymnastics and tumbling classes and camps, young athletes learn that when they work hard, they learn perseverance and dedication to the sport and to themselves. Authority Gymnastics prides themselves on teaching children to believe in themselves and reach for the stars.
Now presenting Alpha Chi Omega, Alpha Epsilon Pi, and Farmhouse with the famous childhood story, If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. As we all know, if you give a mouse a cookie, he's going to ask for a glass of milk, right? So when Chester Brewer called all alumni home, of course, Mouse had to come with Truman and the world's largest cookie. Look at the milk spilling out there. How fun is that? Not only did Mouse get his large cookie, he made sure to ask for lots of milk. Truman the Tiger and Mouse stand tall with Mizzou pride as they ride their way home to Faurot Field. They did a good job painting that book cover. That is exactly as I remember it.
Up next, the Tiger Shrine Clowns are members of the Shriners of North America and Moolah Shrine Temple of St. Louis. The Shrine of North America is an international fraternity of approximately 500,000 members, throughout the United States, Canada, Mexico, and Panama. The Shriners Hospital Philanthropy is a Shriners Hospital for Children, a network of 22 orthopedic and 5 burns hospitals that provide expert, no-cost care to children under 18. If you know a child, the Shrine Hospitals might be able to help, or to find out more about these 2 special hospitals, visit www.shrinersforchildren.org.
It's always a crowd favorite to watch these guys go by on their on their cars. I don't even know what you call that. What is that? Tricycle bike?
Motorcycle bike. They're out here doing circles and tricks, and
I know you can hear them and you can smell them.
Yes.
The gasoline, the smell-o-vision through your live Facebook feed. All right, as the Shriners keep making their way through, some more teachers. Intro to Meteorology with Eric Aldridge. I remember that one as well. I took that class. I know you took that class, Matt.
Yes, I always strongly encourage our journalism students to take it as well. They have to take a science class, so they might as well learn a little bit about weather.
Dr. Baines in every class he teaches at the vet school. Check it in from Wisconsin. Dr. Carlos, Sun Civil Engineering. Let's see. Lots of different focuses in here that are being mentioned. Econ 51 was not my favorite class, but maybe one of the most useful ones.
Okay, we like the acknowledgement
Yes.
there.
And then a shout out here, a remembrance to Alex Pickard, School of Music, who passed away in 2019. One of my former students, Monica Harkins, jumping on here. Thanks, Monica.
Hey, Monica.
She's now working in Louisville, Kentucky.
The Shriners still going here.
I told you, they're a crowd favorite.
A
They
crowd
put on a
favorite.
show.
And now they're not in the tricycles anymore, but
Now we got
in
these little
more-
golf carts.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to guess the correct name.
Me either. Reminder that if you go to that pinned comment here in the comment section, you could win a pair of custom Nike shoes. Looks like we've got a little bit of a parade gap here from the Shriners. We'll see more folks approaching here shortly. Kickoff today, 2:30 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
against South Carolina.
Matt, I think this is a perfect time
To talk
for
about
a weather
weather
forecast.
Yeah, we're going to see blue skies, lots of sunshine, winds gusting up to about 25 miles per hour, so it is going to be a little bit breezy through the day, but temperatures in the mid-70s at kickoff. So really for a late October day, it does not get better than this. Of course, with any tailgates, please be careful with that breeziness and how dry it is. Much of Missouri does have an enhanced risk of fire conditions, so make sure you extinguish any fires today very well and avoid any open outdoor burning.
Yeah, as you can kind of tell from this live stream, there is literally not a cloud in the sky today. It is sunny, it is beautiful, and we've got the next stage of our parade here. Carpenters, Local 945, Central Mo, who have been representing their members since 1901, are joining us now. They are always on the lookout for people they want to be the best, who wants to be the best carpenter they can be.
Behind them, the Asian American Association proudly represents the diverse cultures and traditions of Asia right here at Mizzou. Through events, workshops, and celebrations, they aim to share the rich tapestry of Asian cultures with the entire campus.
This giant cloud, there are no clouds, flag is from Carpenters Local 945. All right, coming up behind the Asian American Association, we have Tigers on the Prowl. It's a volunteer-run organization that has raised over $1 million for over 30 local charities. This year's dinner and auction was actually just held last week, and it was a huge success. You know, this started with those giant painted tigers. So if you see those around town, that was part of this fundraiser.
We also had the Mizzou Student Nurses Association pass by. Mizzou nurses strive to be the first and finest in providing quality practice, education, research, and leadership across the state, nation, and worldwide.
Yeah, part of the Sinclair School of Nursing here joining us, so nice to see them out on this sunny Saturday.
Behind them, introducing Delta Gamma and Delta Tau. Delta, and of course, the star of the show, Clifford the Big Red Dog. Clifford is resting in his doghouse before it's time for him to hit the locker room and join the Tigers on Faroe Field. His loving owner, Emily Elizabeth, will be by his side cheering with the Golden Girls. Clifford looks forward to seeing each and every Tiger fan at Faroe Field this afternoon as our Missouri Tigers take on South Carolina. The win today will for sure leave your tail wagging.
Looks like my dad, Dr. Jim Spain, got a shout out on here.
You know, I almost mentioned him.
More people in town know my father than they do me. It's fine. I love him. Dairy cow extraordinaire. Yes, he is.
And behind that, we have Mobility Worldwide. They provide hand-cranked mobility carts for anyone with leg handicaps anywhere in the world. For nearly 30 years, carts have been assembled in Colombia by volunteers only. Carts have gone to 106 countries, and now a total of 30,000, and all are donated. Volunteers are always welcome. Come visit their shop and warehouse to learn more.
Boone County Mule Skinners is a political club associated with the Democratic Party. The Mule Skinners meet weekly to hear local speakers, including elected officials, community leaders, and candidates for office. Boone County Mule Skinners congratulates and supports Mizzou for having the first and best homecoming in the nation and are honored to be a part of the celebration. Go Tigers.
Behind them, we have the Boone County Democrats, which stated mission is to work hard for families, students, farmers, and for all. Let's go back to the comments section, see anyone jumping in here.
Lots of folks from Texas, and I've actually seen a lot of people from North Carolina, which is where I used to live in Durham and Greensboro, so it's fun to see all the North Carolina alums chiming in here. Pettis County Democrats coming up next here. And Boone County Democrats. Oh, and we got some dancers, Matt.
We do. And they are going to be from Stevens College. Welcome the Stevens College Starlets competitive dance team, coached by Catherine Barretto. The Starlets perform and cheer at Stevens athletic events and are excited to be a part of the MU homecoming festivities.
We've got another childhood book here, and this is probably one of my favorites. The Magic Treehouse theme coming up from the ladies of Alpha Delta Pi and the men of Alpha Gamma Rho and Phi Kappa Psi, presenting to you a special portal. The Magic Treehouse can transport its inhabitants anywhere they can dream of. Today, Jack and Annie are going to show Truman the Tiger the magic of the Treehouse to help score a homecoming win at the school that started it all. With the magic of the Treehouse, Jack and Annie can time travel to any point in history and ended up in the jungle where they can meet the best jungle creature of them all, Truman the Tiger, of course. Truman heard the call of the Mizzou Tigers and needs to get to homecoming for that game as soon as possible to help beat the South Carolina Gamecocks in the homecoming game. This is so fun to go back and think about all these stories.
I know. It kind of makes me want to dig out a box of old books and do some reading. Next, we have Boone County Fair Royalty. In Car 1, we have Katie Malone, 2023 Boone County Fair Queen, Chloe Fannensteel, 2023 Boone County Fair Teen Queen, and Carisha Modi, 2023 Boone County Fair Princess. In Car 2, we have Kinsley Calvert, 2023 Boone County Fair Tiny Miss, Regan Fessler, 2023 Boone County Fair Little Miss, and Winston Randall, 2023 Boone County Fair Little Mister.
Coming up behind them from the Miss Columbia Scholarship Organization, we have Miss Columbia Abby Plinge, Miss Boone County Kate Zarney, Miss Columbia Teen Bridget Caldwell, and Miss Boone County Teen Ella Foy. Looking lovely, ladies, with their beautiful waves and crowns on this morning.
For more than a century, the Mizzou Alumni Association has presented the first and finest homecoming celebration in the nation. Your investment in the Homecoming Endowment will support Mizzou's hallmark tradition for generations of future Tigers. If you'd like, you can give now at mizzou.us/HOCO, HOCO, endowment.
The Dancing Divas are coming up, and they're Columbia's hottest hip-hop and majorette dance team founded by Kyra Miller in June 2022. I'm sure we'll see some moves. Yes, I see some moves coming up down here. You can see them too. Check out booking info and their calendar of events at thedancingdivasofcomo.com. And they're in the spirit with those black and gold uniforms there. I think they've got a DJ in the back of the truck.
I think they do too.
I love that. I'd like to see you try those moves, Matt.
I will not be doing that. Welcome to the Bangladesh Student Association. The Mizzou students here today are showcasing their country's traditional clothing and festivities and festivals.
Beta Chi Omicron is a co-ed honors society for the undergrad students on the University of Missouri's campus. Their calling is to serve, lead, grow, and connect and help to guide them and their work with peers, Mizzou, and the community.
Behind them, we have Phi Mu, Phi Kappa Theta, Tau Kappa Epsilon, and Zeta Beta Tau. They have joined the world of Winnie the Pooh and the 100-Acre Woods. Pooh can be seen enjoying some honey, his favorite snack, and as his friend Rabbit tends to his garden. Meanwhile, Eeyore spends his morning in his stick house, and owl watchers over the woods from his home in the trees. Kinga and Rue are seen drying their Mizzou gear as they prepare for the homecoming game. Pooh and his friends want to help by wishing everyone, a happy and safe homecoming.
Please welcome now the Missouri International Student Council. Mizzou's community proudly includes students and staff from over 110 countries. There are representatives today from 30 different nations. So neat to see all the different flags out there, all the different colors. The Missouri International Student Council is dedicated to ensuring students from all corners of the globe are not only seen, but also heard. The organization's primary goal is to encourage a global outlook on campus, unite international student associations, and bridge the gap between international and domestic students at MU.
Heart of America United Way removes barriers to health education and financial stability by forging strategic partnerships, fostering solutions, harnessing the best resources, and inspiring others to join the fight. The United Way wants to thank its supporters and invite others to join in making our community stronger.
Coming up, another crowd favorite. I loved watching them growing up. So glad to see them back here again. The Missouri High Steppers are under the direction of Rolando Berry and assisted by Tyrone Raybon. This youth-based organization has been serving Columbia and its surrounding areas for over 40 years. And they're going to stop here, I think, maybe give us a little bit of a show. They strive to provide opportunities for growth and development through enrichment activities centered around character building and leadership. Let's watch them perform. Now, if that doesn't make you want to get up and dance, I don't know. I love the High Steppers.
High Steppers and marching bands and dance clubs.
They used to come out to, and I don't know if, I'm sure they still do this, but they'd come out for assemblies at Columbia Public Schools when I was a student, 25 years ago, and I loved it in elementary school. So glad to see them here today.
Columbia College Cheer and Dance are bringing a little Cougar spirit to support the Tigers this homecoming. The Columbia College Spirit teams compete in the NAIA and are excited to hit varsity nationals for the first time this spring. Catch the Cougar Spirit teams on game days at Columbia College and at their first home competition on February 23rd.
Got some alums joining us from Oak Brook, Illinois. Welcome. Thanks for checking in. Jackie, yes, Marching Mizzou led off the parade, but we still have more bands coming, so stay tuned in. Watching from Kansas, Jennifer, I'm so sorry, but we're glad that you're still joining us. We need Mizzou Tigers in Kansas.
We do.
Another Louisville, Kentucky, Virginia. Watching from the beach in Florida. Thanks for joining us, Peggy. So
and
great
I'll
to see
say,
you.
we have some great Mizzou meteorologists in the state of Kansas. The Kansas City side, we've got Michelle Bogowith, Neville Miller. We've got Daniel McDonald in Topeka. We've got Lucy Dahl in Wichita, which covers the rest of the state of Kansas. So some great Mizzou connections there in
Yes,
Kansas.
a lot of alum in Kansas. Watching from Columbia, Elon, North Carolina.
Iguana Hills, California.
Wow. So cool.
And if you...
Des Moines, KC. Worked on the homecoming parade for 3 years. I do have to say, they're all behind the scenes right now, but the folks putting on this parade,
Incredible.
They make our job very easy.
And that was the Columbia College Spirit Squad that you've been watching.
Coming up behind the Missouri Soybean Merchandising Council and the Missouri Soybean Association are arriving in style, powered by biodiesel. Did you know that Missouri soybean farmers partnered with the University of Missouri to create biodiesel?
I did not.
I did not know that. See, the things you learn on this live stream. The green fuel was developed right here on campus and is now used nationwide. You can learn more about biodiesel and other soy uses at mosoy.org.
Up next, we have Pi Beta Phi, and Delta Chi. Franklin's first and finest day of school this morning. Franklin and his friends Rabbit, Bear, and Fox are riding their bikes to school, and they want to get there fast so they have time for the playground before a long day of learning. Franklin is beyond excited to meet his teacher, Mr. Truman. Truman recently graduated from Mizzou and is going to teach all of the students about Tiger traditions and how to become a Mizzou student. Today, they'll be learning the Mizzou Rachir to perform at the homecoming football game, MIZ.
ZOU. Their signs look like letter blocks.
Yeah,
That's
Franklin
fun.
was another favorite of mine, so always fun.
Coming up behind of them, the students, faculty, staff, and alumni of Mizzou's School of Social Work. Social work faculty and students work directly with people in the community to empower those who are vulnerable, oppressed, or living in poverty. They are proud to serve Missourians today while preparing the workforce of tomorrow. I've got another question for our live stream while we let this parade catch up. This is a fun one, and people might disagree, but what is your favorite must-eat restaurant when you come to Columbia?
Always a heated topic.
I know. People have strong feelings about their favorites. Okay, who's coming up next, Matt?
Up next, we have the Dance Academy. They are Columbia's favorite dance studio. They offer a wide variety of dance classes for all ages and levels and invite you to join their dance family today. Visit thedanceacademycomo.com for more. Again, that's the Dance Academy in Columbia.
I love the boys holding the sign. They got into that.
All right, some folks starting to chime in. Some folks watching from their tailgate spots.
Oh, I love that. What a great idea. You have to get there so early to get your favorite spot. So what a great way to still catch the game. I believe this is Little Sisters of the Gold Rose. Maybe? Yes, it is. And they're presenting the Very Hungry Caterpillar themed parade entry. Little Sisters of the Gold Rose is an inclusive non-Greek service sorority that strives to give back to Mizzou and the Columbia community through volunteering, fundraising, philanthropy, and advocacy.
Up next, we have the Fatima High School Band located in Westphalia, Missouri. Let's listen in to the Fatima High School Marching Band and Color Guard. think it is.
I love this. That was Fatima High School.
Our next entry is from the Mizzou Alumni Association's chapter. Here in Boone County, the chapter has more than 3,000 members and would like to welcome all Mizzou alumni and friends to homecoming. The chapter has awarded more than $400,000 in scholarships to area high school students to attend Mizzou. This year's awardees are pursuing degrees in animal science, civil engineering, biology/pre-med, environmental sciences, and child development. Please give these new Tigers a round of applause for their accomplishment.
Moms Demand Action for Gun Sense America is a nonpartisan grassroots organization educating and mobilizing Americans for public safety measures that can protect people from gun violence. These moms believe that we can support the Second Amendment while doing so and doing more to encourage responsible gun ownership and keep firearms out of the hands of dangerous people. It's founded by MU alum Shannon Watts the day after the tragedy of Sandy Hook Elementary School. I did not realize there was a Mizzou connection to that. Mizzou Club Dance up next, Matt.
Mizzou Club Dance is a student-led organization that consists of competitive and recreational dance teams at the University of Missouri. Organized through Mizzou Club Sports, these teams consist of technical dancers with experience in contemporary, ballet, lyrical hip-hop, pom, and jazz. They celebrate at multiple competitions around the Midwest and compete. The teams also perform at various events such as Homecoming, Rams, and Mizzouthon to create a positive and impressive presence on campus and around the Midwest.
Now presenting the float of Alpha Phi and Sigma Nu. Their theme for this year's Homecoming is cloudy with a chance of meatballs. I see some meatballs on that float. The inspiration behind the float was to capture the beauty of the columns while incorporating the excitement of the book, and you can see Truman happily sailing through the spaghetti and meatball storm.
You know, I know Mizzou Meteorology is going to be coming up later, and they have to be so disappointed they didn't get that book.
That's true. That would have been perfect for them. All right, real quick, let's read off some of people's favorite restaurants in town. Let's see. I saw a couple for Booches.
Someone said street hot dogs around 12 a.m.
I saw El Rancho on here, a couple Flat Branches. Can't forget about Shakespeare's. Oh, gosh. G&D Pizzeria. Ozark Mountain Biscuits, which is a newer one in town. Newer as far as, you know, the history of Columbia, but it's definitely become a favorite.
And passing by, we have Heart of Missouri CASA. Their mission is to train and support volunteers to be exceptional voices for every abused and neglected child in Boone and Callaway County family courts. For every child who needs them, Heart of Missouri CASA envisions a trained volunteer advocate to help them find a safe home and promote a future where each child can reach their full potential.
Tiger Academy of Gymnastics is up next. Tiger Academy's goal is to have knowledgeable staff that have a passion for children and coaching and believe success stems from hard work, persistence, and grit. They're showing off some of their skills there. They offer various levels of gymnastics to fit your child's needs, whether it's recreational or competitive. Other fitness training options include Nerf battles. My son would love that. And boys' classes. Need a place to party? They got you covered. Visit tiger-academy.com to learn more. So we got a lot of Mizzou alumni joining us, but are they members of the Alumni Association? That's the question.
Yeah, members get exclusive access to virtual networking opportunities, online alumni programming, and so much more. There's no better way to stay connected to alumni worldwide, all while supporting the traditions that make Mizzou stronger. Become a member today by visiting mizzou.com/join.
Oh, we're getting some love stories in the comments now.
Oh, I love a good love
Harry
story.
says, my parents met on a blind date 60 years ago this month, back in October in 1963, while they were freshmen at Mizzou.
Aw, that sounds like
I love that.
that's adorable.
It's always fun on homecoming weekend when you see people get engaged at the column. That's where I got engaged, but I love seeing engagements at the columns. You know they're true sons and daughters.
And you know at least one has got to be happening this weekend.
I know. I love it. Thank you for sharing that love story. That's awesome.
More people chiming in with some of their favorite restaurants.
What else we got?
D. Rose, Las Margaritas, Big Daddy's Barbecue. Laura checking in from Colorado. Thanks for being with us.
Well, we got plenty of ideas for lunch now, Matt.
We do. I'll be having a tailgate lunch, though.
Oh, that's true. That's true. You can always get it to go and take it to your tailgate.
Always.
I myself love Murray's. It's one of my favorites. Brock's green pepper rings for any alums out there listening that love Murray's. One of the best appetizers in Columbia.
Yes.
And for those that don't know, it's fried green pepper rings with powdered sugar on top.
Yeah, it sounds very
Sounds
odd,
odd.
but it's very good.
Very good.
There's just too many places for me to list a favorite.
I know, it's hard to choose.
Up next, we have the Boone County Office of Emergency Management and Joint Communications. They want to remind citizens to be prepared for emergencies and disasters by being informed, making a plan, building a kit, and getting involved. Learn more about how you can be ready at ready.boonemo.org. Can't stress enough how important it is to have an emergency plan, to have preparations made for emergency situations. A good chunk of it, no matter where you are, no matter what natural disasters you face, such an important part is preparing. And having a
and are we
plan.
still technically in severe weather season for the fall? Or are we?
Yeah, we
getting-
do see a second severe weather season in the fall, and severe weather can happen any time of the year as long as the ingredients are there.
That's true. We had a December tornado. Was that the time frame in Jeff City?
I believe.
No.
No, that was May, but 2021, I believe.
Okay.
We had quite the December outbreak.
All right. Coming up next here, we have Kappa Kappa Gamma and Alpha Gamma Sigma. And they have a poem for their entry. Beneath Mizzou's moonlight glow, where memories and friendships grow, Kappa Kappa Gamma and Alpha Gamma Sigma unite, buzzing with camaraderie so bright. The good night construction site echoes its sleepy rhyme as columns stand tall, frozen in time. Jesse Hall, a silhouette against the night, watches over the homecoming site. I love that. That was really creative.
And there's moving parts to their construction site.
I know.
Which is always impressive. I could not do that.
The concrete mixer is spinning.
Yeah. Up next, we have the Mizzou Catholic Association with Olivia the Pig. Mizzou Catholic is a student organization that promotes fellowship, service, and other fun events and opportunities. They work closely with the St. Thomas More Newman Center located on Tiger Avenue. Anyone and everyone is welcome to join Mizzou Catholic as they work to spread God's love to all of campus.
And apparently the Pope is here. I don't know if you saw that cutout, but the Pope is joining us. Mizzou Baja racing down the street today. These students design and build a single-seat off-road vehicle each year and compete against teams worldwide. In their last competition, they placed 11th out of 80 teams. Amazing.
And here comes Lieutenant Governor Mike Kehoe. His campaign states that Mike Kehoe is living proof that with hard work, the American dream is possible in Missouri. From humble beginnings, Mike worked his way up to become a successful businessman and first-generation farmer before holding public office. Mike is running for governor in the state of Missouri.
Coming up behind Mike Kehoe is Missouri Senate President and Boone County Senator Caleb Rowden. Senator Rowden's campaign says he has presided over the largest series of year-over-year increases for Mizzou funding in more than half a decade. Senator Rowden is proud of providing close to $50 million in funding for the Roy Blunt Next Gen Precision Health Facility and countless other investments in the state's flagship university.
Here's the university's Chinese Scholars and Students Association, along with the local Chinese Cultural Performance Group. The float embodies the essence of Chinese traditional dress and culture. Their focus is to assist local Chinese in their academic life and to show their cultural characteristics to add diversity to the city of Columbia.
Look at all the beautiful colors in those dresses. I love it. It's been really neat to see the different cultures represented today. And to know that they're all here in our community is just awesome. All right, do we have some more favorite restaurants being mentioned here? Let's see. Oh, we've got some more love stories. Nikki says, I met my now fiance in Columbia just like my grandparents did over 60 years ago. Pepper rings are not to miss. Yes, I agree. Oh, a shout out to Jazz, Best Cajun. Yes, Tony's Pizza also being mentioned. That's great.
And here we have another poem for our next float in Bear Country. Excitement did swell as the Berenstain Bears planned a picnic so well. To Mizzou they went by columns so grand for a football game with a picnic in hand. Homecoming was great. Against the Gamecocks they'd play. Sister and Brother Bear ready to seize the day. With a football in hand, they ran on the lawn, dashing and tossing from dawn until dawn. The roar of the crowd, the cheers from the stands as Mizzou's team scored under the marching bands. Sister caught a pass, brother with a great throw. With teamwork and laughter, their spirits did glow. The homecoming game, what a day to remember. A fantastic day full of fun and adventure in the heart of Mizzou's. Columns so tall, the Berenstain Bears celebrated the first and finest of them all.
Coming up behind them, Alpha Psi Omega is a National Theater Honors Society. On campus, they strive to improve craft, quality, and scholarship in the MU Theater Department. I hear some Lady Gaga.
Yes. This is Mid-Missouri's Pride Fest. They are the LGBTQIA community festival celebration in Mid-Missouri. The Mid-Missouri Pride Fest was held last month, and they had a fantastic time celebrating and supporting the LGBTQIA plus community, friends, neighbors, employees, and customers. They want to thank everyone for their support.
Coming up behind them, Columbia Youth Lacrosse is a nonprofit organization based in Columbia, Missouri, dedicated to the development and growth of lacrosse in mid-Missouri. Their program offers a variety of clinics, practices, and playing opportunities for girls and boys from 3rd through 8th grade.
Mizzou Homecoming would not be possible without the support of our generous sponsors. Once again, we want to thank Equipment Share for sponsoring today's Homecoming Parade, as well as Commerce Bank and Commerce Trust for their support of the Mizzou Hall of Fame.
And if you haven't checked it out yet, you do have a chance to win custom Mizzou Nikes. There is a pinned comment in this live stream, so make sure you find it and check in so that you have a chance to win the custom Nikes.
Someone watching from Omaha, once again, got to shout out a couple of Mizzou Tigers,
got a lot of
that
Tigers
are on
there.
the air there. We have Caitlin Harvey at one station, Tim Schmidt and Joseph Meyer, two of our former co-workers at the CBS station there.
You know, a big part of Homecoming every year is the blood drive, the 38th year of partnering with the Red Cross, the 39th blood drive, and the 40th anniversary of the first drive as well. It was held last week at the Hearn Center, and the total number of units collected, 4,744 units. The potential to save over 14,000 lives.
That's amazing. Up next, we have Pi Kalpa Phi and Chi Omega. They have joined together at Zuckerman's Farm to support Wilbur in winning his first homecoming fair and getting a Mizzou gold medal with the help of spirited Mizzou students, fans, alumni, and all of our farm friends. We are hopeful to guide Wilbur to the first and finest pig at the fairgrounds. But oh no, the South Carolina Gamecocks have also entered the competition and are planning on taking that first place medal. Fortunately for Wilbur, the webbed words done by Charlotte made him believe in himself, and he woes Mizzou with his amazing jump and heart of gold.
Coming up next, Columbia Youth Football League is a youth sports organization that encourages youth in the community to be outside and active. They provide opportunities for flag football, recreational tackle football, competitive tackle football, and cheerleading, and are proud to be part of the Columbia community for over 50 years.
And a parade dog, always a good sight, with a Mizzou jacket on.
Aww. So cute. I've seen a few dogs come through. Can't go wrong with a cute dog in a parade, especially if they have a Mizzou handkerchief on.
That's right.
Do you have a Mizzou handkerchief for Finn?
Yes, and a Mizzou tie.
And a Mizzou tie.
A black and gold necktie that
That's
he can
adorable.
wear
Finn
when he
is
comes
Matt's
to the
dog,
station
by the
with
way,
me.
if you didn't know.
Up next, we have Eagle Elite. They are Columbia's premier cheer and dance facility with years of experience, safety, and certified staff and positive progression-based coaching. Your athlete is sure to soar. Go Tigers and soar with Eagle Elite.
Okay, it's homecoming.
It's homecoming.
And that means we got a football game today. So for those listening, what is your favorite part about attending a Mizzou football game? I think I love the moment when Marching Mizzou comes out to the field for the very first time, and the announcer always says, you know, I'm not going to be able to do it correctly, but marching. Mizzou! And I don't know, something about that moment and them running out and then the team running out. I think that's probably my favorite moment of a football game.
Yeah, I love so much of it. I was at the last minute win in the K-State game, so that's going to be forever my favorite Mizzou football moment, I think.
Yes, that was a good one.
I just love it all.
So sound off in the comments. Let us know your favorite part of attending a Mizzou football game. Eagle Elite cheerleading still making their way through the parade here in their bright green and blue. Coming up behind them is Mizzou College Republicans, the campus's leading right-leaning student organization and the only club affiliated with the Republican Party. Their mission includes spreading the Republican point of view on campus and engaging in activism work in the community. The College Republicans are joined by members of the local Boone County Republicans. Got another band here, Matt.
Yes, Father Tolton Catholic High School Band, located right here in Columbia, Missouri. We welcome the marching band. Let's go ahead and listen in.
Children's Hospital Critical Care Transport Team is celebrating their 50th anniversary this year. Since 1973, the team has transported critically ill neonatal and pediatric patients to MU's Children's Hospital from healthcare facilities around the state. The team is comprised of registered nurses, respiratory therapists, and EMTs, and was the first neonatal transport team in Missouri.
Next, we've got a favorite invented by Carl Meyer. In 1936, the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile stands at 60 hot dog long, 24 hot dogs high. Inside, it has 6 ketchup and mustard colored seats, a bun roof, a flat screen television, and mustard floors. There are 6 Wienermobile vehicles in the country. They are piloted by recent college graduates called the Hot Doggers for over 30 years. The program has always had at least one Mizzou grad on the Hot Dogger team. In the Wienermobile today, ketchup, Carson Eidelman, who graduated in May 2023 and was a tri-director for last year's Welcoming Steering Community. Welcome home, Carson.
The Great Rivers Council Boy Scouts of America, welcome to them. Here with us today are members of the Great Rivers Council who serve 33 counties in central and northern Missouri.
Welcome to the team from Boone Health Emergency Medical Services. This team answers calls for help throughout mid-Missouri to treat patients before they arrive at the hospital.
Midwest Special Needs Trust joining us now, established in 1989 as a result of advocacy by parents and professionals who realized many obstacles hindered planning for the financial future of individuals with disabilities. For over 30 years, Midwest Special Needs Trust has helped families of individuals with disabilities create special need trusts uniquely designed to provide protection, security, and peace of mind.
Here come the Torkin Tigers, Mizzou's quarter-scale tractor-pulling team. Torkin Tigers work hard to design and build a quarter-scale tractor to take an international pulling and design contest in Illinois. Last year, Mizzou took home 2 first-place pulling trophies and finished 5th overall during the competition. The Torkin Tigers are headed back with an even better design to claim the first-place trophy in the upcoming year. This year's exhibits are a combination of antiques donated by Mizzou staff and precious tractors built by the team. Following them, if I could read this one, Emily, the Mizzou Meteorology Club is excited to celebrate 75 years of Mizzou meteorology and atmospheric science with their great friend Lyle Crocodile. Mizzou Club members show their Tiger spirit through hard work, dedication, and, of course, fantastic forecasts. Proud alumni of that program.
Fantastic and accurate forecasts.
That's
right, Matt? You said it was going to be sunny today.
I did. I've been forecasting it all week.
You knocked that one out of the park. Okay, University of Missouri Club Bass Fishing. Makes sense they got a boat out here today. They compete across the U.S. against other large universities in fishing tournaments. This year they're traveling to South Carolina, Georgia, Tennessee, Alabama, Texas, and Michigan to compete. They are currently ranked 17th in the nation and hope to improve with one more event, which they leave for in just 3 days. So good luck to them.
Welcome members from Sigma Alpha. Sigma Alpha is a professional agricultural sorority that promotes scholarship, leadership, service, and fellowship among its members. Their mission is to cultivate women in agriculture to excel in their future careers.
Next up, Them Yo People from St. Louis, Missouri. Them Yo People is a reality show starring you and Yo People. The program attracts thousands of household viewers on a weekly basis using a man-on-the-street format. The show goes into various communities to educate, engage, excite, and entertain a diverse, wide range of viewers. And the host, Mr. Gary, is a Mizzou alum.
And last but certainly not least, the 2023 Mizzou Homecoming Parade Committee. We would like to thank them all for their hard work to organize this year's parade and help celebrate Mizzou's most honored tradition, Fight Tiger.
A couple members of the parade committee now joining me. I'll let you guys introduce yourselves really quick.
Hi, I'm Adela Keller. Hi, I'm Annie Watson.
Awesome. So what's it like for you as students to put together this historic event that we get to call ours?
It's a pretty special thing, especially seeing everyone out here. There's just nothing like Mizzou Homecoming and all the pride that every student and alumni has. So it's really fun to see all come together and exciting that happens every year. And just welcome home, Tigers.
Yeah. What's been your favorite part about this year's event?
So far with homecoming, it's definitely been the blood drive. We were able to raise 4,744 units, and it's a great way to give back to the community. The parade's amazing. We always see a lot of kids, families out. It's a lot of fun to watch.
Okay, well, go Tigers, and thank you both for all of your time and efforts put into this event. You think it went pretty well? I think it did.
I think it went great.
Looks good.
Thanks, guys. Matt, back to you.
All right. Thank you all so much. It has been so lovely joining you all today. It is our pleasure to serve as your hosts of this broadcast, and we hope you're ready to cheer on the Tigers. They kick off against South Carolina at 2:30 p.m. today on the SEC Network. Beautiful blue skies, sunshine, temperatures in the middle 70s at kickoff. It is hard to ask for better weather today, Emily.
Well, that was so fun. I'm so glad that we got welcomed back this year and we got to be a part of this year's 112th Mizzou live stream homecoming parade. What a great event. That was great.
And it is always wonderful to be here. For those of you that are just joining us, you can watch us here in Columbia and mid-Missouri on KOMU 8 News, Sunday through Thursday evening. That's when both of us work.
But you can catch a lot of other newscasts.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great homecoming. MIZ.
ZOU. Stay safe, everyone.
Have a
Bye.
good day.